Good morning and welcome back to the Little French Homestead. If you are new to my channel, my name is Sherry, and today we have a little project that I want to been doing for a while. Now, I've already purchased all the ingredients that I'm going to need. We are going to try to do 7 or less some jams, okay? Now, these are a little different. They're not like just like a plain strawberry jam or a plain, peach or whatever. We are going to be making it with jalapenos. Some people in our family like a little spicy, some don't. So I am going to take most of the seeds out, but you certainly don't have to. If you like it hotter, you go right ahead. We're going to be starting off with the strawberry honey jalapeno jam. Now, it calls for 2 cups of strawberries, but I'm going to go ahead and just dice all of these up. And I want them in, like really almost fine pieces, because you really want that like a bite size. So I'm going to go ahead and start here. I'm going to process all my fruit first. So then my cutting board, I will process the jalapenos last. I want to put gloves on, but then that way I've got all the fruit cut and then the jalapenos done. So the 4 that we're going to be making today is, I got to put my glasses on. So is the strawberry honey jalapeno. We're going to do a sweet heat pineapple jalapeno, a peach jalapeno cowboy candy, and then a beachside sweet chili coconut jam. So we've been looking at these for quite a while, and what better time frame to do that? I know that most of the country is getting ready to go back into freezings and in big snowstorms, but at least this, if you want to make some of these, it'll warm up your body on the insides. So let me go ahead and start processing everything, and we'll go from there. Now, I haven't washed my strawberries at all yet, so I will wash them when the time comes. And we are not water bath canning or pressure canning any of these, so there's no pectin required. If you want to turn these into water bath and to keep actually on your shelf as shelf stable, you certainly can, but the recipe that I am using is just going to be for refrigeration only. They can stay in your refrigerator good up to about 2 to 3 weeks. Well, it was a good thing that I got 3 sets of strawberries, because I had in the second batch that they were kind of going bad. So that worked out good. So I'm just going to rinse these off. I did cut them all. Don't worry about any of those. They'll go to the chickens. And then I'm going to move on to the peaches. That's good. All right, so perfect. Should be able to do these strawberries now. Yeah, that is perfect. So now I put all that inside one of my containers, and we'll stick that back in the fridge. I'm still having a little bit of a cough, but thankfully it has gone down significantly. My store had another buy one, get one free on cough drops, and I went back to the store and I bought 3 more sets. So I bought 6 more, and I'm down to like, I think 2 or 3 left. So I've gone through about maybe 10 packages of cough drops in like 3 weeks. Boy, that was heck. All right, I'll start the peaches. These are just regular peaches, nothing fancy. I'm just gonna give these a quick peel here on the side, because you want to go ahead and get the skin off. And then everything here that you see is gonna go right to my chickens. They will definitely enjoy that. They've been laying a lot more eggs lately, which we are so thankful for. I don't know if you can see it from here, but our rack is like full. So now I need to go ahead and make a bunch of stuff with eggs. Well, that was fun. When I was dicing and cutting open all of the jalapenos and the red chili peppers, I had inhaled all of those fumes. Actually, I was in a major coughing fit, like my nose was running and everything. I did stop and take a quick little break. My parents wanted me to come over to pick up some food for the chickens, so I did a little bit of a break. After I had calmed down and my face stopped turning red and my eyes got all clear again, I came back to go ahead and finish this off. So as you saw me, I was using my food processor to finally dice and chop all of those up. Here we are making the strawberry honey jalapeno jam. I am going to leave the directions to all 4 of these recipes down below, but I'm going to go ahead and just give you a rundown in case you want to just write these ingredients down. For the strawberry honey jalapeno jam, we're going to add 2 cups of freshly diced strawberries, about 1 to 2 jalapenos. Obviously, everything here is finely minced and the seeds removed. If you want to have the seeds in there to give you that heat, please do so. We like very little heat in our family, so I took them all out. Now, I was trying to get that honey in there, and it was not going, so I allowed it to sit. A quick little tip that if you spray like your avocado oil onto your measuring cup, that you are able to easily pour it out. It's not going to stick. Then we got a 1/4 cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Now, if you were going to go ahead and can all of these, you would definitely want to go ahead and use the real lemon juice here. You don't want to use any like real lemons to squeeze them. You want like the actual lemon juice purchased from stores because it has the right acidity level in there. The 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar and a teaspoon of salt. Now what you don't see here is I actually went to go and try to get more honey out of there, and one of my little spatulas got stuck. So I have to figure all that out. But you are going to combine everything into the pan. You're going to bring to a gentle boil. You're going to reduce heat, simmer for about 20 to 25 minutes until thick and glossy. Mash if you want to mash. Allow to cool before you go ahead and put in your jars. Now over here, what I am making now is the peach jalapeno cowboy candy. What I ended up having to do, since this one was going to require a lot more of the ingredients, I transferred these the two pots. So I put the strawberry in the smaller pot, and then in the bigger pot, now I got the peach. So we've got 2 cups of diced peaches, and actually, and that worked out to be a total of 5 peaches, just for reference if you needed to know that. We are adding in then 1 cup of the jalapenos, 1.5 cups of ACV, which is apple cider vinegar, 3 cups of sugar. I'm pounding this over here with my potato masher because I wanted to make sure that I did not scorch the bottom of it at all. Now we are going to be adding 1 teaspoon of garlic pepper, 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 1 tablespoon of mustard seeds. Now, if you don't have mustard seeds, I'm sure you could probably still use mustard powder. I went and bought mustard seeds because I'm going to be using mustard seeds for something else for another video down the line. You're going to use a 1/2 teaspoon of salt and a 1/2 teaspoon of red chili flakes. Now again, I just grabbed my little chili flakes and just, put in a couple of good shakes, and I called that a day. Now, you're going to combine all of this stuff into a saucepan, bring it to a boil, stir in the sugar until it dissolves. This is where it said add your jalapeno and peaches, but I didn't really all read my directions. I added everything all at once, but this still came out perfectly fine. You want to simmer this for about 10 to 15 minutes until your peppers soften up and your syrup thickens just slightly. Again, spoon this into clean jars, but make sure though that your peppers and your peaches are covered in syrup. Allow to cool and keep in your refrigerator for 2 to 3 weeks. Now, pretty much all of these are the same thing, but I am just going to go ahead and reiterate it to everybody. I had a few calculations in a couple of my videos about a soy sauce, so I just want to make sure that I reintegrate the ingredients and how much it is. Now, I did not make a lot of this strawberry jam. If I would have known this was going to make a small little batch, I probably would have doubled or tripled the recipe. We ended up absolutely loving this. Now, my husband is not a huge fan of fruit. He's starting to get a little bit into it, even though, yes, he was born and raised in the Bahamas. He has been eating bananas. He's been eating blueberries. He's slowly trying to get into strawberries, which is good. So I made later on a bagel with some cream cheese, and I put that on, and he saw me doing that, and he thought that was a great idea. He did give all of these a little taste test, but I knew that he was not going to enjoy any of the other ones. But my son and I are enjoying them. They are absolutely delicious. So I had to grab another can. I did not believe that one was going to make almost 3 full jars. Like I said, I gave my mom and dad 1 each. So we have 1 jar of strawberry, 2 jars of the peach, and then 1 jar of pineapple and the sweet coconut chili. So here now I am making the beachside sweet chili coconut jam. You are going to go ahead and add 1 cup of coconut milk. What I did with the rest of it is I just put it in a freezer Ziploc bag and I froze it. So that way if I need to have that down the line, I certainly can. 1 cup of sugar, 2 to 3 red chili peppers. What then you're going to do is I had the 1/2 cup
of shredded coconut, but I added the rest in there. This has been in my freezer for a very long time, so I just wanted to use this whole bag up. You're going to then add 1 tablespoon of lime juice, a half a teaspoon of salt, and then if you were going to go ahead and use pectin, you would do 1 teaspoon of pectin. If you want it thicker, you can go a little bit more. Now on the lime juice though, this is not store-bought. This is me getting some fresh lime, squeezing the lime juice out and putting them in a ice cube tray and freezing them. So usually about 1 of the ice cubes is perfect for 1 tablespoon. You're going to go ahead and mix this all together. Cook over a medium heat until the mixture thickens. It should be about 15 to 20 minutes. And then, like I said, if you're going to use pectin, go ahead and put that in there. Stir for about 5 more minutes or so. You want to remove from heat, allow to cool, and then again transfer to your jars. Keep in the refrigerator. For this next recipe, this is a sweet heat pineapple jalapeno jelly. Now, I was also too in the process of trying to clean everything all up. So it's 2.5 cups fresh pineapple, the 1 cup of jalapenos, a 1/4 cup of red bell peppers. That's what you saw me adding in that 4-cup container. You want 3 cups sugar, so it was a good thing I had a backup sugar hanging out. I was able to take care of that without having to go to my backstock to get that out. You're going to add a 1/2 cup of apple cider vinegar. Again, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. And if you were to go ahead and put this in long-term storage, you would want to add your box of powdered pectin right about, well, not right now, but in a few, but you'd want that ready. In a large pot, you're going to combine all of the ingredients. You will bring to a boil over medium-high heat. You want to stir frequently again. You want to make sure nothing sticks to the bottom of your pan. I can tell you right now, both of these pans, because I just quickly rinsed and reused these pans, all these pans were very sticky sweet. So just be careful on that. And if you are using pectin, you want to go ahead and add that pectin in now. And you want to boil that for about 2 to 5 more minutes. Again, remove from heat, skim off any of that foam, and then ladle into jars, store into your refrigerator for up to 3 weeks. As I am doing this all here, everything is so sticky. Actually, I had to wear gloves. I had ended up having like a hangnail on my finger, and when I was picking up the pineapples off the cutting board, it started stinging really bad. You don't really need gloves for any of this, but I didn't want to put a Band-Aid on, so I just used my gloves. And I did change them frequently throughout the day as not to keep getting jalapeno pepper or red chili pepper anywhere near my face or anything like that. I did, after the fact, clean all of my jars and my avocado spray and everything that I touched with my gloves with a Lysol wipe, just to make sure that everything was all sanitized for future uses. Okay, so now that I am all done, I want to taste all of them, but
I did already sneak a peek and a taste test at the strawberry, and that was delicious. So I figured, since I just did all that, I deserve a little treat. And I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of this on to my bagel. And I'm gonna sit down and enjoy this. Doesn't have a lot of heat, but it is very good. Now I'm gonna taste the other ones. I got all clean spoons over here. This was the peach jalapeno cowboy candy. That's really good. Wow. I mean, it's nice and sweet. Now you can certainly add pectin to any one of these. So you can go ahead, and if you want to like can these, you sure can. I did not want to can any of this stuff. I'm not making a big batch. This is the beachside sweet chili coconut jam. That's really good. That one tastes really good on like maybe like a fried fish. I mean, I don't eat fish, but I mean, you can certainly do it on that. That brings a nice little spiciness to it. Nice little heat, but. And then this is the sweet heat peanut, excuse me. Excuse me. Sweet heat pineapple jalapeno jelly. Wow, every single one of those is delicious. Now you can top these on pretty much anything. Like if you did a stir fry, you could add the pineapple one, do a fish dish or a seafood dish, the beachside coconut one, the peach cowboy, that could probably do very well on tacos. The strawberry honey, you know, you could do your breads and some muffins. All of these. It did take me a little bit of time. Again, I had to have the stove on, the fan, as everything was still coming all up while we were cooking it all. And I'm still getting a little raspy out of it. But these were all super delicious. And if I was to go ahead and make these again, I would actually make all 4 one more time. These are all so good. This is the cowboy candy. That just, I can't wait for the rest of the family to go ahead and give this a try. These are divine. I'm going to send a jar each over to my mom and dad's house, probably either tomorrow or maybe another day after that. These are super, super good. I'm going to sit down again. Like I said, thank you so much for coming here. I want to go ahead and thank everyone who's been subscribing and watching my videos. You guys are totally awesome. I really appreciate it. And if you'd like to see, go ahead, if you like to see more videos, go ahead and hit the like button, place a comment, see if you've done any of these before. Make sure you subscribe, click that notification bell so you can get all of my updates. I was very nice mom, and I did the dishes for the child who was supposed to have dishes tonight. So that's all running. We're all good, and I'm going to pop some videos here and here until my next upload. You guys have a great day. Keep on cooking. Bye.